make sure everything is lined up. I feel like I like to make sure things are like absolutely perfect all the time. Anyway, you guys might be wondering why I haven't uploaded much on this channel over the last few months, over the last year really. Why haven't I uploaded as many videos as I used to? Life has been busy. I'm not gonna lie, life has been busy. I wanted to give you guys a sort of update of what's going on, where I am, why this channel hasn't got as much love as I feel like it should have. I've been busy working on my businesses, on my other YouTube channel, especially the tech channel. The tech channel around this season, around this time of the year is always the busiest. Like there's lots of campaigns to do, there's lots of sponsored stuff to do, there's lots of videos to make because there's lots of new tech coming out. So yeah, it kind of made sense to focus on that channel for the last few months of the year. Also, my investments, like they've been doing really well over this last year, where I'm kind of just like, I've taken it a bit easier when it comes to trying to hustle and make as much money as possible. I've never shied away from that, by the way. For those who have been watching this channel for a while, you guys will know that I'm in it to make money. I do all of this stuff to make money. I'm not going to spend my time doing stuff that's not going to make money. This channel makes me money, my tech channel makes me money, my websites, my businesses, obviously they all make me money. My investments, especially over the last year, like I said, with the stock market and crypto and stuff just going up, it's just, yeah, it's been insane. Like it's absolutely been insane. Like I'm getting to the point now where my investments are almost equaling my active income, which is just outrageous because obviously my investments, I don't really do anything. I kind of just buy whatever I think is interesting, whatever stocks and shares are interesting, whatever crypto is interesting, and then just leave it. I sort of think to myself, hey, you know, how much will this be valued at in 2 years, 5 years, 10 years? Because that's really what I'm doing. I'm building like a retirement portfolio. You know, when I get to 50, 60 years old, I want to be able to have this amazing portfolio that I can just live off for the rest of my life. Like I don't really want to have to worry about when I get old, can I afford this? Can I afford that? Can I afford healthcare? Can I afford children, grandchildren, or whatever that is? I'm very much thinking towards the future here and thinking, how can I get the most out of my money? So because of all of those things, this channel has definitely slowed down. There's also a bunch of other reasons why this channel has slowed down in terms of content. Number one, I haven't really felt inspired. Like I haven't felt like I really want to share something finance related. The main reason being, I've basically shared everything there is that I could share about finance. I feel like a lot of it is just sort of repeating myself. Now, there's nothing wrong with repeating myself. I think it's actually very important to continually repeat myself. I do get the odd comments here and there of people saying, hey, you know, we've heard this stuff before. This is the same sort of stuff you're saying over and over again. And I completely get that. Like, that's to be expected. But obviously, those are coming from people who watch my videos on a regular basis. There are a lot of people who come to the channel who have never seen a video before. Like I'd say 70 to 80% of the people who watch my videos are new viewers who have never seen my face before, who have never seen my channel before. You know, maybe they come across one video and then they start going into other videos, they start looking at my website, they start being more interested in who I am or what I do and whatever else. So that's why I actually like to repeat myself. And there's this quote that I've heard in the past before mention how repeating theories, repeating ideas, repeating things that you follow in life is a good way for you to also just remember yourself. Think to yourself, yeah, that's why I'm doing this. Yeah, that's why I should do this. And it obviously rubs off onto people who watch my videos, which is what I want. At the end of the day, like, I think people who are watching these videos and watching my channel, you're already in the mindset of, hey, I don't want to spend my money on anything and everything. I want to use my money to make my life better. That's the main reason why we do these things. I'm not earning money because I want to see an amazing bank account figure, you know, of like 7, 8, 9 figures in my bank account. No, I don't actually care about any of that. If anything, I want my bank account to be as little as possible and have all of my money in my investments and things that are actually making me money. Because I see money as a tool. Money should always be seen as a tool, not just something that you just have sitting around. Money should always be used to make your life better, to make someone else's life better, to make your family's life better, to enable you to do things in life that you can't do without money. Unfortunately, we live in a world where I feel like I'm sure people will disagree, but money really does make the world go round. Like, you need money to do anything in life, whether you like to hear it or not. And because of that, people think money is evil. Not at all. I think this whole idea that money is evil is sort of said by people who sort of don't like capitalism or just find it hard to access money themselves. And I also completely understand that viewpoint, because obviously depending on where you live, depending on where you're from, upward mobility varies so much. Like, there's no doubt about it that in the Western world, in capitalist societies, the upward mobility is a lot higher. You can go from being poor, where you don't have any money or your parents don't have any money, to then suddenly having money in your life within a few years, within a few decades, or whatever it might be. I'm the prime example of that. Someone who doesn't come from a wealthy family whatsoever, and I've just used my own initiative to start making money. I've had access to a laptop since I was around 15, 16, and ever since then I kind of thought to myself, what can I do to make my life better? Because I knew that I couldn't expect my parents to give me money and sort of pay my way in life. No way. And I didn't expect them to. Like, I've never expected my parents to do anything like that. I've never expected that from anyone. And I think that's another thing that's important, knowing that no one is coming to save you. Like, no one is going to come and save you. You have to do things yourself. No one is going to suddenly give you the golden ticket in life and you know, you're going to be rich forever and you're going to be happy forever. That rarely ever happens. Like, and when it does happen, you hear about it because it rarely happens. That's the whole point. So you've got to do it yourself. And that's something that I always have believed in myself, that you've got to do it yourself. And it's what I tell other people as well. You've got to figure it out on your own, because no one else is going to show you how to do it. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but in other videos, I usually have notes on my laptop or something, and I read off notes and stuff like that. But I have no notes for this video. So everything I've just said it off the top of my head, which blows my own mind, because I'm surprised I can even remember all of that sort of stuff. Yeah, I have no notes. Look, there's nothing on this laptop. Oh, no, I've ruined the mic now, but look, there's nothing on the laptop screen. I just have it there just in case I need to look up something whilst I'm talking to you guys. I'm sure many of you will also be interested in how my life is in Dubai. I've been in Dubai, it's coming up to a year now. In March, I will have been here for a year. I can't believe how quickly that's gone. I have spent a few weeks and a few months out of the country, traveling, doing other stuff. But yeah, my life I feel like I've very much settled down in Dubai. I think after the summer, that's when I really felt like, okay, I'm here properly now. Because in the summer I went back to the UK for a few weeks, so there was always this thing in my head where when I first came to Dubai, I'm going back to the UK in like a few months. I'm not going to be here for that long. But then after the summer, I knew that I'm going to be here maybe until next summer. I'm not going back to the UK probably until next summer, or maybe till March or something like that. So that's when I realized, oh, you know, I'm here properly and I've really settled down here now. And this time of year, December, January, Dubai is brilliant. Like, there's no other way to say it. Dubai is one of the most amazing places on earth, because obviously these months are usually the coldest and the wettest in the UK. And I've always associated December and January and just, you know, that latter half of the year and the early part of the year as like cold and dreary and grey. And that is not the case in Dubai. In Dubai, it is sunny outside. You guys can't see it because I have the curtains closed for this video, but it is sunny outside. It is currently 28 degrees Celsius, and it's just perfect. Like, it's amazing weather. It's like being on holiday all the time. But then at the same time, not, because obviously I'm not here just doing nothing. Like, I'm working on my business, I'm working on things, I'm meeting people, I'm doing stuff all the time. I'm never not busy, which is what I like, actually. I like always doing something, always working towards something, always having a goal. I think I've noticed in my life when I've had sort of like depressive periods in my life when I'm not that happy, it's because I'm not working towards anything. I'm not working towards a goal. I'm not having anything to look forward to. And the best way to combat those dark periods are definitely just like having goals, having something you're working towards, whether it's for yourself or for someone else. I think those sorts of things make a big difference in life and just generally keep you happier. Oh no, I've got a mark on my top. I've got something on it. That's so annoying, isn't it? When you're in the middle of the video and you see something on your top, you're like, oh, everyone else can see it. Hopefully you guys didn't notice it because my hands are there, but yeah. As much as I love making these videos and sharing sort of my life online, I still do very much limit how much I actually put online. As you guys have probably maybe noticed, I don't really share much of my actual personal life online, like my friends and my family. I very much keep them away from social media and anything to do with my online public persona, and that's completely intentional. I don't want my friends and family to be on camera because they don't want to be. Like, they're not designed to be. Who wants a camera stuck in their face and then be like, hey, say hello to the camera? It's just so awkward and I think quite cringe. I know other people share their personal life very often, and that's completely okay. That's up to them. But me personally, I like to keep that part private and all to myself, because that's a part of life that I feel like should be enjoyed privately. It's not something that I want to enjoy publicly. I also know there is a time that will come where I'm not going to want to make videos anymore. And I can already feel like that time is coming. Like, I already feel like that's not that many years away. So I'm already thinking of the next thing. I'm already thinking of what can I do in the future? What businesses can I start in the future? What things can I do right now that don't require my personal being in front of the camera? Like, what can I do that can be run by other people, where I can sort of delegate and have the overall vision, but have other people do the stuff? I'm thinking of that sort of thing all the time. And YouTube, as great as it is, as great as the income that it can make, you know, really successful YouTubers can make multiple millions a year, it's still a lot of work. And it's going to sound nuts, but actually running like a software business, running an e-commerce business, running a business, something like that, can actually be less work and you make more money. So of course, doing what I do, there's lots of people that I've met over the years that are wealthy as well, doing well for themselves, and I ask them, what do you do? And obviously most of them aren't YouTubers. They're not making YouTube videos. They have proper businesses, and I ask them, how much are they making? And they're making millions, tens of millions, hundreds of millions through businesses that are, when you really think about it, quite simple, you know, just e-commerce businesses, software businesses. Where they differentiate is obviously maybe they have some sort of unique selling point. Maybe their marketing is good. Marketing is probably the key thing that most of them are good at. And that has made me realize that if I want to go to that sort of next level, YouTube isn't really going to be the place. YouTube is a great marketing platform. I can use YouTube to market to you guys, tell you guys what I'm working on, share, you know, my finances and things, share what I'm doing and stuff. But in reality, YouTube probably isn't going to help me make 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 million a year. Whether I'll ever make that sort of money, who knows? Like, who knows? Obviously, I'd like to, just to make my life even more amazing and more comfortable, and use that money to enjoy even more finer things in life. But at the same time, I'm also not too bothered if it doesn't happen, which sounds insane in another way, because does that make me think, does that make me think that I'm not going to work hard enough for it because I feel like, I don't need to work too hard, I'm already doing okay? It's weird, right? It's this weird balance. Like, when is it ever enough? Like, when is it really ever enough? Who knows? Like, honestly, who knows? Because I thought to myself, especially when I was 18, 19, 20 years old, hey, you know, if I'm earning 30, 40, 50,000 a year, I'm set for life. Like, I'm going to be doing incredibly well. I'll be able to buy my first house when I'm in my 30s or something. I'll be able to have a nice, comfortable life. Well, obviously, that changed very, very quickly for me, because I started making really good money in my early 20s, and I bought my first house when I was in my early 20s. I achieved all of the goals that I had set out to achieve when I was 18, 19, 20, easily in my early 20s. Now the goals just keep getting bigger and bigger, which is completely okay. I think it's okay to have big goals. I think in society, it's almost like frowned upon, or like seen as like a bad thing to want more. And I really don't think that's a bad thing. Obviously, it can become unhealthy. It can go the other way. But I think society as a whole, people as a whole, we always want more. Why would it? We always want a better life. We always want better health, better things, better quality of life, all these different things. And all these different things require money. So I just don't think it's actually a bad thing to want more. When someone tells you, oh, why do you want this? Why do you want that? And they try to make you feel bad about it, like, fuck those people. Like, absolutely fuck those people. Like, those are the types of people that like to let on that they're happy with the bare minimum, but they're not. They just don't want other people to have better. And that's such a shame, really, because I think everyone should have better. So what's going to happen with this channel? So I still want to upload to this channel. I just don't know when or how often. Like, my publishing schedule before used to be that I would upload a video a week on this channel, and I was for a little while. I was uploading a video nearly every week. Now I feel like when when I was doing a video a week, I felt like I was just saying the same thing over and over again. Now, again, it's not a bad thing to say the same thing over and over again, because like I said, most of the people who come to the channel are new, but I do want to make it more sporadic. I want to be able to just upload whenever I want to upload, whenever I feel inspired, whenever I feel like there's a good thing that I want to cover, whenever there's a good topic that I want to cover. Maybe there's a question from you guys that I want to answer, because even though I'm now 31, I still feel like I've got so much more to learn. Like I've got so much more to know, so much more to understand and sort of grasp. And this channel is almost like a place where I can share those things. I can share the things that I've learned. I can share the things that have made my life better, especially finance-wise, because that's obviously what this channel is about, covering finance-related stuff, business-related stuff, and I guess quality of life in a way as well in some aspects. So yeah, I will still keep uploading for now, but I honestly don't know for how long. Like, I just don't know. I've actually mentioned in the past, I think some of my longtime followers will know this, I actually at some point don't want to have like an online persona at all. If I could do all of this sort of stuff without showing my face, without sort of like starting again and not showing my face and keeping everything private, I feel like I would have. But then I also think to myself, that's not marketing. Marketing, you do have to be sort of public. It's weird. It's like this, I'm in this weird in-between stage where like, it's really nice that I have people come up to me in public and say, hey Ollie, I love your channel, I love what you're doing and stuff like that. But it's also really weird, like that people recognize me in public. It's the weirdest thing, honestly. It's nice, but I just find it so bizarre because I almost feel like I'd like to just be anonymous and no one know who I am. It's such a weird thing to do, and yet here I am making YouTube videos. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. Yeah, it's something that I've got to figure out myself. But everything else with my channel and stuff and my life and stuff, it is good. Life is good right now. I have got nothing to complain about. And the way I always see it is that things could be so much worse. Like, it could be so much worse. Like, I've got nothing to complain about. Anyway, that's just me ranting for a little bit. If you guys want to see more sort of daily updates and stuff, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, places like that. I share more daily stuff. Because making YouTube videos, like, it's time consuming. I have to record the video like this, I have to set up the cameras, then I have to edit it all, I have to make sure it looks good and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, it's just time consuming. So I'm doing more sort of sporadic stuff on Instagram and Twitter and places like that. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed it.